السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا بكم مرة تانية مع الفيديو الثاني من فيديوهات المراجعة للصف الثاني الاعدادي، وهنكمل مراجعتنا اليونت نمبر 3 و 4، والنهارده هندخل على الجزء الخاص بالفوكاب. الكويستشن بتاع الفوكاب بيجي طبعا multiple choice أو اختيارات، والكويستشن بيقول لي choose the correct answer from A, B, C or D. Question number 1. A teaches people. A teaches people how to play or improve in sport. Teacher, surgeon, patron or sports coach. طبعا هو بيعلم الناس how to improve in sport، يعني ازاي يتحسنوا في السبورت، يبقى طبعا هو ايه very good as sports ايه coach. A looks inside people the body to help people who are ill. Scientist, surgeon, dentist or vet. Very good, he is a surgeon. A does experiments to study and find out about how things work. Does experiment يبقى طبعا scientist. Number 4. Gives money to people or places. Gives money to people or places. Carpenter, patron, junior or player. وطبعا دوت اللي هو الباترون او الممول. Question number 5. When my brother was 8, he played in. When my brother was 8, he played in. A. Junior, coach, competition, winner. Very good. He played in a competition. When you are older, do you want to live in the city or around the country? Very good. You can only open this door in A or N, such as a fire. Voluntary, emergency, charity or lungs. Very good. يبقى ايه نفتح الباب في حالة الامرجنسي او الطوارئ. Mona's mother is A or N at the hospital. They don't pay for her work. لأن هما مش بيدفعوا له مقابل عملها. يبقى is a very good. يبقى is a volunteer. The earthquake was the second in the city this year. Was the second emergency, natural disaster, charity or nature. طبعا the second natural disaster أو كارثة طبيعية. My sister passed all her exams with good marks and we are very of her work. Very good. We are very proud. Proud يعني ايه؟ Very good يعني فخور. We are very proud of her. It always give money. I always give money to A or N that helps poor children. Charity, bigger, rich, fun. طبعا هديها للايه؟ للشاريتي. في حد يجي يقول لي نديها للبيجر. طب البيجر ده اللي هو الشحات، انا هدي الشحات فلوس عشان يساعد الفقراء؟ لا طبعا. Your pumps blood around your body. What the pumps blood? What is the blood? اللي هو liquid around your body اللي هو الدم. يبقى مين بقى بيضخ الدم around your body؟ brain, stomach, heart or lungs. Very good. يبقى it's your heart. Space are the part of your body that helps us to breathe. ساعدنا نتنفس. Lungs, hearts, legs or brains. Very good. طبعا lungs. The brain is the part of the body that helps us to the brain is the part of the body that helps us to pump, breathe, think. Very good. You are the part who helps us to think. The football has no air inside. ما فيهاش هوا جواه. I need air to fill it. Plant, pen, pump, follow. Very good. I need a pump. Adam fell off his bike and has a bit on his arm. He cut, shut, mouth, infect. Very good. يبقى طبعا has a bit cut، والcut اللي هو الايه؟ اللي هو الجرح. Lena's cousins in hospital. Lena's cousin is in hospital with an eye infected plant. طبعا with an eye infection يعني بعدوى ثاني. You should those tomato plants in the garden. You should plant through whole cook. Very good. يبقى طبعا ايه؟ plant يعني هزرعهم in the garden. Dirty water from the river can you if you drink it. Can you infect, cut, plant, pump. Very good. يبقى طبعا can you infect you يعني يقدر يصيبك بعد. Space the meat into small pieces before you cook it. يبقى you ايه؟ very good. يبقى ايه؟ بيقول لي not cut the meat into small pieces before you cook it. A space is an organization that helps people who need help. ساعد الناس اللي هم محتاجين help. This is a charity. Means something serious or dangerous. Something serious or dangerous. Emergency, charity, female, voluntary. وطبعا دي emergency اللي هي الطوارئ. Number 23. A is someone who works for no money. Surgeon, vet, volunteer, charity. طبعا ايه؟ very good. يبقى volunteer. Is a sport with 7 players. يبقى هي لعبة فيها 7 players. They score by throwing the ball into a goal. طبعا هي الفولي بول طبعا 11 player مش 7. الفولي بول دي بنعمل ثرو للبول over a net، لكن دي هتبقى ايه؟ الهاند بول. Space are events when people try to get a prize by being the best at something. Competitions, charities, wedding or parties. طبعا ايه؟ competitions اللي هي المسابقات او المنافسات، بتبقى هي احداث بيقوم فيها الناس ايه؟ يحصلوا على جوائز عشان هم الافضل في something. The opposite of lose is. The opposite of lose is. عكس lose is ايه؟ طبعا win. Space is for younger people. للناس الصغيرين بيستخدم كلمة ايه؟ senior, junior, coach, player. Very good. يبقى طبعا ايه؟ senior. sorry الجونيور. is for older people. الناس بقى الأكبر هتبقى ايه؟ senior. A terrible event such as an earthquake is a or an natural emergency, natural disaster event. يبقى ده طبعا ايه؟ natural disaster. There is the area outside the city where there are farms and lots of nature. Countryside, charity, volunteer or city. طبعا في الكانتري سايد. A or N is someone who works for no money to help people. Volunteer, surgeon, beggar, farmer. وطبعا بيشتغل بدون عمل بدون نقود، ده اللي هو الايه الفولنتير. A or N helps people who are sick, poor or don't have a home. Station, charity, competition, countryside. طبعا ايه charity. If you are of someone you feel pleased with them. Pleased with them يعني ايه مسرور منهم because they are or have done something very good. Sorry, proud, brave, ashamed. طبعا أسفة. If you are of someone you feel pleased with them because they are or have done something very good. وطبعا when you feel proud. A or N is something serious or dangerous that you need to do something about. يبقى دي ايه طبعا emergency او حالة ايه طوارئ. Number 35. We walked under a big before we entered the museum. Stadium, arch, castle, statue. احنا مشينا تحته. يبقى طبعا big arch أو arch. There is an important football game on the statue, stadium, studio, museum. طبعا in the stadium. هنلعب المباراة فين؟ في الاستوديو. This building became after an earthquake. يبقى أصبح إيه بعد الزلزال؟ mosque, temple, ruins, castles. طبعا became إيه؟ became ruins أو أصبح إيه؟ أطلال أو بقايا. A or N can be an entrance. Can be an entrance to another place. طبعا إيه اللي ممكن يبقى مدخل ل another place؟ اللي هو الأرض. A or N is a place where Muslims pray. Muslim pray. طبعا pray يعني ايه؟ يصلي. يصلوا فين بقى؟ طبعا فين؟ في المسجد. A or N usually has very strong walls. A or N usually has very strong walls. Castle, ruins, stadium, park. طبعا الكسر. You might see at the museum statues, castles, temples or ruins. طبعا اللي هنشوفه في المتحف يبقى the statues. Space is not a complete building. Is not a complete building. يعني ما هوش مبنى كامل. Ruins, ruins, stadium, museum. Very good. طبعا اللي هو ايه الرونز او الاطلال. Space means important in history. Important in history. Heroes, heroic, historic, history. طبعا ايه history. A or N is a piece of equipment you can use to make or repair things. حاجة استخدمها هي جزء من ايه من جهاز او آلة بستخدمها to make or repair things. طبعا ده اللي هو الايه التول او الأداة. A or N is a model of a person. Is a model of a person. الموديل of a person يبقى هو نموذج لإنسان. طب الموديل of a person ده اسمه ايه؟ طبعا ده اللي هو الفاز، سوري الكاين، ماسك، فيجر اور فاز. طبعا ده اللي هو الايه، اللي هو الفيجر. A or N is a pot used for holding flowers. طبعا نحط flowers in a vase or a vase, sorry. A or N is something people wear to cover or protect their face. Vase, mask, coat, cap. طبعا الماسك. A or N is jewelry you wear around your neck. حاجة بلبسها حوالين رقبتنا. ring, bracelet, necklace or tool. طبعا ايه جاية من كلمة neck تبقى ايه necklace. pieces of money made of metal. يبقى ايه طبعا الcoins. There are more than 2,000 in the museum. Mosques, objects, parts or corpse. طبعا 2,000 objects. This chemical helps to keep mosquitoes. To keep away. يعني ايه keep away؟ يعني يبعد المosquitoes. These balls are made of oil, clay, soil, wood. طبعا البولز اللي هي السلطانية يبقى طبعا معمولة من الايه؟ من الكلي. Bees and ants are important. البيز والانتس دول هم عبارة عن ايه؟ birds, insects, animals or fish. طبعا هي ايه؟ insects. Paint around the eyes help to protect them from the sun. Kill, protect, preserve, serve. طبعا helps to protect أو يحمي العينين من الصن. Ali's uncle works for a big oil in the United Arab Emirates. Work, company, job or shop. طبعا oil company أو شركة بترول. I love doing أسفة. I love doing places such as I love going to places such as museums and ancient ruins. Historic, culture, history, heroic, وطبعا هي historic places. Don't play football here or you might get caught. Hit, hurt, injured, damage or hit. طبعا damage أو إن أنت تخبطها أو تكسرها. It will rain tomorrow but I am not sure. يبقى I am not sure. يبقى نحطه ايه؟ maybe. طب ليه ما ينفعش may أو might؟ لأن أنا عندي هنا will مش هيجتمعوا من الاتنين مع بعض. We can see beautiful designs at Cleopatra's. كليوباترا's اسمها ايه بقى؟ خدناها احنا في الريدنج اسمها كليوباترا's ايه؟ needle. كليوباترا's needle اللي هي المسلة بتاعت كليوباترا. The pyramids of Dahshur are I went there last year and I loved it. Ugly, awesome, bad. sorry معلش دي badly. فهي طبعا ايه؟ are awesome. You should well when you visit a historic place. يبقى you should behave, eat, play, think. طبعا you should behave well when you visit a historic place. وبكده نكون وصلنا لنهاية الفيديو التاني الخاص بمراجعة الفوكاب. أتمنى إنكم تكونوا استفدتم منه ولو كنا استفدنا يا ريت نعمل لايك وشير للفيديو ونفعل الجرس اسفل الفيديو، ونشترك في القناة لو كنا لسه ما اشتركناش، ونشير الفيديو ده على صفحاتنا على الفيسبوك والتويتر والانستجرام علشان يستفيد بيه اكبر قدر من زمايلنا. Until we meet again, goodbye and good luck.